Welcome back to Biomutant. Let's continue the game.
Night gives you relief from the day. Let's see.
भाई नंचाक मिला आज.
That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you. You always find good use for things like that. It's the chug yard. Stories only survive if someone is listening, so pay attention.
Do I go inside this?
The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. They can carry you anywhere you like. Well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open.
ये क्या बात है?
Don't care. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomber Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Listen to all that night noise. Let's see. You can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. Let's see. Small things for your big ideas. It's a wonder some of these up-and-downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel, the toxinol dumped in the surf, had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. It carries so much hate, and its insatiable hunger has only increased over the years since it claimed revenge on your parents. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep them under control. You've witnessed firsthand what it'll lead to.
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
That is how you...
Seriously, don't doubt the dark.
I'm so proud of you for doing the right thing.
Can't believe you let that loser sway you.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Understands why you're bent on finishing the world off. Supposes it's a mercy to make it faster. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seem so centered and so seeking. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone, so you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. It's the part of the land that suffered most from the apocalypse. It's deprived of oxygen, making it next to impossible for anything but creatures that were most contorted by the contamination. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. Stories keep moving whether you drive them or not. The spent nuclear fuel, the toxinol dumped in the surf, had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. Flattering. Looks like it'll work. That's the leftover you're looking for. Biohazard like that can make you real sick. Don't waste too much energy.
अरे ये से भाई मैं भी दवा
The underworld critters are meaner than anything. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke.
भाई पड़ेगा इसको तो
Winners get to keep moving.
नहीं ले पाऊंगा मैं
Keep your breath shallow as a puddle. Your head is still spinning. Locked up tight? The right key could open. Locked, but good. That's more than stuck. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. It's a little feisty and tough critter, a perfect fit for a live ammunition, if you ask him. The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Deeper, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. smell that burning fuel. Can't rely on technology all the time. So much better than legging it. Flex those arms.
Botse. Inmo. Diava. God.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Sigaya lama yaba.
Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind.
God.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Tudu baba.
Out there with the monsters, it's kill or be killed. Which will it be for you?
Dre.
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care.
Mishako hea.
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Over bubuk ad.
When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies.
Badayan analove.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot.
Kuntuf.
Gets why you're thinning the herd so hard, but he wishes you'd leave some monsters for everybody else.
Und Jungfarbsor.
Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights, and they keep putting up new ones.
Kuntuf.
Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther.
Owaksu.
But enough of that, right?
Winshila book.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Como judo papazine.
He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output.
Baran udinama.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
Ruven.
Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been.
Ishko.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Bon.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Why ad foodlia haya?
There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
Cherry la fia.
Thinks you have bigger issues than your so-called haunting skills if you're going to nitpick on his grammar. Let's see. Moog says you should go hunt for squips in the cave he gave you directions to. Stay deady steady. Put one robot foot in front of the other. Wait, it's the script hole-up. The place is just filled with critters. Spring out. Not opening for you.
Why?
Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. It really is a different world underground. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Make sure you don't walk off a cliff while you're night blind. Look what you got, a critter. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Let's go gunslinging ding-dong. Someone will pay dearly for that. Two fists of slice-up. Great view from up here. Did you buckle up? You are the guidance system. Need a key. You need to line up the switches so they match. You need to line up the switches so they match. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mekton. It will be strong enough to launch them at the Jumbo Puff. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone. It's already quite sturdy, but upgrading it will greatly improve your chances of victory. Gizmo wants to help if he can. You need to help Gizmo defeat the Jumbo Puff before it destroys the West Route. Been watching you and loves how you don't care about anyone but yourself. Says you should take care. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Concerned you're not being honest. Says talking to you was interesting. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says if you like to go out on the surf, you should find Goop. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Wishes you didn't attract The tree needs our help. Says goodbye to you. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says you should take it. The day is here. shockingly dark out there. Dawn feels like greeting an old friend. Rubber scrap is too much fun, so stretchy. Plastic scrap like that over there could be useful. That silo there is so tall. It's a mystery what they used to keep in it. the deep cut. Can't get it every time. That's a neat fixer-upper. You should check it out. When a story comes to you, pay attention. Might not need that now, but you will later. This day is as good as it's going to get.
Kunne första höfre till
Shudders to think about how a kid
wabba walla wata tawaba.
didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Says they've been waiting for you to help them liberate the outpost. They've scouted the outpost while they were waiting and suggests you have a look at what they found before entering. Says scouts spotted a moth nest close to the outpost. If you'd... That's the idea. If everything works out as planned, the moths should cause a buzzing tumult. Get to it and destroy it. How far underground do you think you are? Shot through. Personal. more moth's nest. There go the moths toward the outpost. They're good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. He says you did a great job capturing the rival's second outpost. You've earned the privilege of wearing the tribe's colors. Believes you'll make them all proud, too. He knows things that you need to know. The rival tribe only has one outpost left. It's time to finish what you started. Thinks it must have been hard to lose your parents. What that did to you as a kid. Has plenty to do, so no worries. He knows things that you need to know. The rival tribe only has one outpost left. Ha! Will be around. He knows things that you need to know. Says talking to you was interesting. Says it's hard to worry all the time about the Lupin devouring the world. Maybe a ring-dinger would take the edge off. Sadly, they can't get it themselves. But you could do it easy. Says you might want to listen hard. Heard the ring-dinger dinging a while back. Probably hasn't moved too far. You should grab it before someone else hauls it away. You can ring anyone you like then, right? Thinks you'd be a great dinger. The air feels electric. The vendor says you can browse his goods any time during opening hours. Points out they just restocked, so you should... Says there's an interesting place nearby that hopes that thing is programmed to be friendly. Understands you have things to do. There's news of a Ronin joining. Sometimes your mind creates an illusion where it's possible to go back in time to relive a moment in your life. We all have things in our past we wish hadn't happened, and can come to remember seeing and doing things that never happened. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. Choose the automaton functionality you want to recall. I was wondering when you'd recall how to spring the automaton air gliders. Daytime is the best time to get things done. This is Nutlet. Up there in the little blimp, you'll find an upgrade bench. Let's see. Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find better goods anywhere else. Wonders why you're in such a hurry. They've got plenty of stock. Maybe get rid of some extra things? You need more jingle. Glad to see some wood scrap there. You can make so many amazing things out of it, scrap. Good to know the trees aren't dying. Yet. Check out that sun.
Hilse Safala.
Untended, the world will go under with time.
Bayo, Oshina Toshina Mai.
Says you should take it easy.
Oh, Solus Hail, Porus Hail.
Says your clonk follower looks like it's about to fall apart. Rubber scrap got uncovered over there. Erfidurf outpost. The Jagni tribe claimed this forever. There's the tyrant who runs this outpost. He didn't expect his tribe to lose, as they're the ones that are ruthless. But now that you're working with their rival, he can see why. He's realized chance seems to take the side of the sharp-witted. It's their last line of defense. Once their guardian falls, they'll surrender. Outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost, and believes the rival is weak enough to engage them at their fort. Says it will be a relief to finally have it over.